Ladies and gents, welcome back. Beautiful day here. Timmy and I are going on an adventure. This kind of old hippie guy stopped by the other day. I guess that's a good way to describe him. This dude had a jean jacket on with an American eagle on, or a bald eagle on the back with American flag, and it looked like it was handmade. And he was driving an El Camino. So just to paint a picture here. So he tells us this story about how he found this old Indian motorcycle in the woods in the Santa Cruz Mountains here, actually not far from where I live. So he was able to make a deal with the guy who owned it, bought it, got it drug out of there, super mountain stuff, you know, and he's an old man and he doesn't, you know, want to keep the thing. So he stopped by to see if I wanted to buy it, and he was talking crazy money. So I was like, no way, because crazy money. So I think after a week or so, reality stopped in and paid him a visit, and I had made him an offer. He stopped, like, sight unseen offer. He showed me some pictures of it, so we're gonna head over to his place and see if we can buy this thing. I don't need it, but I've never had an old Indian before, and if it is an old Indian, it's got to be worth something. Condition, you know, we'll see. It's from out of the woods, so this could be anything. So over the mountain, or over the bridge, through the mountain, we are going to some old hippie's house. Nothing sketchy about this. Some stuff over there. Red truck, and then like a 240 or something. Switchback City. Hopefully no one's coming.
Larry's
This is
long.
this ain't a one-shot situation when you're 22.5 feet long. The old Ford supercharger. Every Ford comes with a hidden supercharger. They hide it right in the power steering.
We just squirted it down this road.
Oh, sweet.
Only the back is, because look, it's a chain set up.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what's locked up. You know, it could be this, not letting it turn. It could be that. You know, it's all of that crap.
Yeah.
And I just sprayed it. So let it dry down a little bit.
Yeah.
I was wiping it up. I'm ready for the dump. Thank you again, guys.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. Have a good one. Alrighty, guys. Got her back to the shop. And check out what we bought here. It's an Indian chopper. And I don't know a ton about old Indians. I will say that right off the bat. This is the first one I've ever had the opportunity to buy. Well, for, you know, under $20,000. But it is super cool. It's probably built in the 50s, I'm guessing. It looks to me like this is a Triumph frame, and this is obviously an Indian engine, but the guy that I got it from said that the bottom end is from like a service bike, and then the top end is from a newer Indian from the 40s. I don't know. The seat though, the seat looks like it's a Bates seat. I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, and the front end, I think that this is like an earlier Sportster front end, but I'm not 100% sure on that, honestly, either. But let's check out the seat here. Yeah, I think that the seat's a Bates. It's got a cool little storage tube there. Rear taillight's awesome. Oh, that's frozen. The engine, we don't know if the engine's free or not because the rear wheel is super crusty and it has a chain and everything on it. So with all that hooked up, this thing won't move at all. So I don't know if the engine is locked up or not. Pretty neat though. So another cool thing is the guy actually had the exhaust for it, and it doesn't really stay on there. I need to put some clamps or something on it, but I just levered it down there. But it does have the exhaust, and it's not in horrible shape. It's got a little hole right there. But this thing would be an awesome display piece. It would be even more awesome if it ran. Oh yeah, we just need some controls. There's got a little horn button here, I think. Oh, geez. Maybe ignition button, I don't know. Totally. Oh, it's free. So Timmy pulled the plugs out of her, and they're tiny, tiny, tiny little plugs, little champions, and they're not looking super healthy. Just for fun, I had this old Triumph tank, and I threw it on there, and I think it just works out perfect. Zip tied the exhaust pipes up, and my goodness, this bike has character for days. For days. All right, guys, so you're gonna have to stay tuned to see if we can get this engine free. We are gonna let it soak with oil down in the cylinders for a day or two. Kind of customary, probably gonna have to cut the chain off, we'll see. But I'd really like to see if the engine turns over. Carburetor linkage and stuff is moving. If the engine turns over, it could maybe run, I don't know. Like I said, I've never had an old one like this before, so it's gonna be a learn as you go. If you have any information, drop it down in the comments. We're gonna get on the old interwebs and figure out exactly what year everything is. The guy that I got it off of told me some stuff, but I'm not taking that to the bank. I'm gonna figure out everything for myself, just to be sure. But what a find. What a find. A few miles from the shop. Sometimes we get real lucky. All right, guys, if you happen to be new, please subscribe while you're here. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one.